All right, the hour of 6:30 having arrived. All right, the hour of 6:30 having arrived, I will call the semi-regular meeting of the Columbus Common Council to order. It's being rescheduled from March 21st. Ann will take the roll.
Tome.
Here.
Traxler.
Here.
Hendrickson.
Here.
Malat.
Here.
Reed.
Here.
Rule.
Here.
Crombie.
Here.
All present.
All right, thank you. If you are able, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And this meeting was noticed according to Wisconsin state statutes. I would entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The agenda is approved. Correspondence and communications. We have one citizen sign up tonight. Mr. Shawn.
Thank you. All right, thank you for allowing me to address you. And the comment or the topic is the Good Neighbor Volunteer Recognition event that's coming up. And the reason it's important to let everybody know about it, there's only 3 weeks to get your registration forms in. And being the type of people that you are, I've got some forms out there in front of you because while you don't get recognized for being a council member, although you put a lot of work, you're the type of person that volunteers in many different areas. And this is also an excellent event to showcase one of the, let's say, pride and joy results of volunteer work in Columbus. And if Jesse could, here's an example of where the event will be held. And this happens to be just something that occurred this last Sunday, and I'll turn this over to the Historic Landmarks and Preservation Commission President, Carolyn Fredericks, to explain what they're seeing. Carolyn, you're next on the agenda.
Good evening, Council. Mayor Crombie. Well, Ed's picture up there clearly shows this was our ribbon-cutting birthday bash event that we had at the Pavilion on Sunday. It was our rescheduled date. I was going to kind of go into that last. I have a few things to share with you. The event turned out extremely successful. They estimate over 500 people were at the event throughout the day on Sunday. It was just fantastic. For those of you there, it was a lot of fun. The atmosphere the whole day was just positive, and we were happy to share all the positive things happening at the Pavilion. So a couple things I do want to share with you, and speaking of that project. So our project number 1 is done. That was the elevator addition of the 2 ADA bathrooms upstairs, remodeling of all the additional bathrooms. So we have completed that project. And of course we have other projects we'd like to do, getting the walls painted, floors refinished, some electrical upgrading, maybe some new windows, painting of the exterior. And we'll keep going. It just depends if the donations come in, our group will keep going. This was also a fundraiser for us on Sunday. June 30th, we're having a Britons concert. They were back at the Pavilion in 2007. They were there. So we're having them come back along with the Sherrills to open for them. So that's going to be another great big fundraiser. We'll have lots of publicity on that. That'll be coming up. I also wanted to mention that this project was nominated for at the Columbia County Tourism Banquet the other night. So I do want to share. HLPC won the Organization Award for Columbia County Tourism on this pavilion project. The project was also nominated at the State Historical Society 2016 Project of the Year, and that's within the state. Their banquet is later this spring, so we'll find out about that one. Another one of our projects that was nominated at a state level for something else. The end of February this year, as you all may know, we were working on our 4th historic district for our city of Columbus. It's the Mid-Century District, which is 1941 to 1970. So we were awarded that also. So we now have 4 historic districts. One thing I want to share about that, here we are, this small little community of 5,000 people. The Historic Preservation Group in Columbus really sets a great example throughout the state of Wisconsin. Milwaukee is the only other city that has a district, they have 2 districts in that same time frame. We have the 3rd out of the whole state of Wisconsin. So we're setting a great example for communities among the state. So with that, I just want to mention, we had a successful day. We're thrilled with the project. It turned out just fantastic. If you didn't get a chance to see it, we'll have a few more open houses, a few more fundraisers going on. And I just wanted to share the good news with all of you on stuff that HLPC has been doing. So a fantastic group. I'm proud of every one of us. Thank you very much.
Any questions or comments for Carolyn? All right.
Everybody happy?
Everyone's
After Sunday.
Thank you.
All right. Were there any other citizens present tonight that wish to address the council? All right. Then we have the consent agenda. There are 7 items on the consent agenda. Any requests to remove anything from the consent agenda? Seeing none, I would entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. No unfinished business tonight, and new business number 1, consider and take action to repeal the existing snowmobile trail within the city limits of Columbus. And there was a memo with some stuff from Attorney Johnson, I believe, in the boxes. So we would just need a simple motion to repeal the existing snowmobile trail within the city, if that's the will of the council. Just want to point out that there are 2 components to snowmobiles in the city. The first is the right of access issue, which would require an ordinance change to repeal that. And the second is the snowmobile trail, which does not require an ordinance change to repeal. So, any discussion or motions on the snowmobile trail? Then if none, I think the will of the council last time was desire to repeal the snowmobile trail in its entirety and see if they come with any further plan that could then be looked at.
I'll make a motion to repeal the existing snowmobile trail.
Second?
All right, motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, Ann will take the roll.
Traxler,
Aye.
Hendrickson,
Aye.
Malat,
Aye.
Reed,
Aye.
Rule,
Aye.
Tome,
Aye.
unanimous.
All right, thank you. Item 2, we have considered impossible action on an ordinance concerning parking on School Street near the Columbus School District Administrative Office. So would this need to be tabled? Is there an ordinance drafted for that?
Yeah, I believe Attorney Johnson was working on that, and
Okay.
yeah, and he's going to be here a little bit later, so
And that would require an ordinance change and not just a motion to allow that?
he sent me some notes, and it did not include any direction on that, so tabling probably seems appropriate at this time.
All right. Seeing that, I would entertain a motion to table item number 2.
Motion to table item number 2.
Second.
Any discussion on the motion to table? Seeing none, all in favor of tabling signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Item 3, consider and possible action on an ordinance to repeal and recreate Chapter 82 concerning the collection and disposal of solid waste. So we have a new Chapter 82. Any discussion on that? Then I believe we would need a motion to suspend the rules and waive reading if we are comfortable approving this tonight. See, this is so fun. I get to be acting city attorney tonight. So, all right. Then, if we are all comfortable, I would entertain a motion to suspend the rules.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion on the motion and second to suspend the rules? Seeing none, all in favor of suspending the rules will signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The rules are now suspended. I would then need a motion to waive reading.
Motion to waive reading?
Second.
Motion and a second to waive reading. Any discussion on that motion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. We then need a motion to approve the ordinance to repeal and recreate Chapter 82, considering the collection and disposal of solid waste.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, and we'll take the roll.
Hendrickson,
Aye.
Malat,
Aye.
Reed,
Aye.
Rule,
Aye.
Tome,
Aye.
Traxler.
Aye.
Unanimous.
Thank you. Item 4, we have consider and take action on task order 2017-4 with R&M for sanitary sewer lift station upgrades. Jason is here if there are any questions. Seeing none, then I would entertain a motion to approve the task order.
Make a motion to approve task order 2017-04.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, and we'll take the roll.
Malat,
Aye.
Reed,
Aye.
Rule,
Aye.
Tome,
Aye.
Traxler.
Aye.
Hendrickson.
Aye.
Unanimous.
Thank you. Item 5, we have 2 operator licenses. Is that correct, Dan?
Yes.
All right. Any discussion on those? Seeing none, I would entertain a motion to approve the 2 operator licenses as presented.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, and we'll take the roll.
Reed,
Aye.
Rule,
Aye.
Tome,
Aye.
Traxler.
Aye.
Hendrickson.
Aye.
Malat.
Aye.
Unanimous.
Thank you. Item 5, we have claims in the amount of $136,073.34. Any discussion on the claims? Seeing none, I would entertain a motion to approve the claims.
Motion to approve. Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, and we'll take the roll.
Rule,
Aye.
Tome,
Aye.
Traxler.
Aye.
Hendrickson.
Aye.
Malat.
Aye.
Reed.
Aye.
Unanimous.
We have item 7. Patrick?
Thank you, Mayor. A couple things to report. Just want to express thanks to the council for supporting my training last week. I attended Midwest Leadership Institute leadership training. Was fairly brisk 5-day event that I think will be beneficial. With any professional development, it always is how much you keep looking into it and keeping it in front of you to make sure you can utilize the concepts that were raised, and I plan to do that. So overall, I think it was a good thing, and I'm glad that the council supported that request. So the second thing I just wanted to share is just to clarify, I guess, the Chief Meister had mentioned about in the Columbus Journal about the route to the recycling center. And I talked with him today, and just to clarify that the route to the recycling center and the River Road is open through the detour. The caution is if there is work taking place, sometimes that route will be closed off to traffic, but the contractor is supposed to be working closely with the city, particularly with emergency responders when those take place, and we're told that it's going to be, short bursts of time during the stage 1. So if you have things to take out there, that's still fine. Just a caution, if you have a larger load and have a trailer or stuff of brush and yard waste, maybe you would want to consider taking the longer route. So I wanted to clarify that for the viewing public. Yeah, correct. Thank you, Mayor.
All right. Anyone have anything to add up here?
I just wanted to thank Carolyn for coming in and also for the work that the HLPC has done on the pavilion project in the last, year and a half, and the community for their financial support, but mostly just recognizing the group for all the work that you put into not just that project, but all the other projects that are going on at the same time. It's been a joy the last 2 terms to be liaison to HLPC and just to see all the positive contributions that you give back to the community. And so it was a lot of fun on Sunday to see the group have a chance to celebrate and share in that whole thing. So thanks again.
All right, anyone else? All right.
Real quick, I just want to remind everybody, if they don't recall, that next Tuesday, we don't have council. We'll have that on Monday, April 3rd, and that it's election day. So I'd like to extend my thanks and gratitude to all those folks who put their hat in the ring for school board and for mayor. And it's, we can't function without folks putting their hat in the ring and taking the time and energy to get involved. So I thank folks for that. And I would piggyback off of Mike's compliments about the pavilion. That was great. Don Peachy was awesome. Talked to a lot of folks who had lots of fond memories of the pavilion and Don Peachy himself. So that was really great. And you guys did a lot of awesome work on that, Carolyn. So thank you.
Anyone else? All right. Just want to remind people that the Columbus Recreation Department is having an Easter egg hunt this year. Again, 2 Easter egg hunts coming up a week before Easter this year. But there's going to be one on Saturday night and Sunday. And so one will be more for the Saturday night, one for the older kids, and glow-in-the-dark type flashlight stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully the new event will bring some people out. I know the traditional event has been a huge success in the past, probably one of the bigger turnout events that the city takes part in. And remind people that Arbor Day is coming up later in April, so you can check out the rec page for more information on the Easter egg hunts and so on. Spring sports are starting up, so wish the coaches and the kids successful spring seasons. And again, sign-ups and all that are on the city recreation department Facebook page and so on. And finally, just thank everyone that participated in the pavilion event. I think it was a very well-attended event, a good show of community support for the community. The community really made it happen. HLPC, organized it and led the fundraising and stuff. But it was, I think, a community-driven event. The community wanted to see it happen. I know we've spent a long time discussing it up here, trying to figure out how to even get an account set up. And I think probably one of my better decisions as mayor was appointing Mike Tome as HLPC liaison 4 years ago, because I think that that was probably the liaisonship, if that's a word, in
It is now.
in getting communicating back and forth and figuring out how we can have a dedicated account set up to make this happen. I think was a good thing, and happy to see it done, and congratulate HLPC on a very well attended event. I think people have a lot of fond memories of the pavilion. So with that, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We will stand adjourned, and we'll take a short break between meetings to allow the VHS tapes to be reset.